Now we're going to hear from a guy who is absolutely huge. He was the winner of the 2015 Glastonbury Festival Emerging Talent Competition. Previous winners of this have gone on to do such huge things. I like Declan. Winners have included She Drew the Gun and the Treetop Flyers.
Wow.
So huge.
That is crazy. And also his debut track Brazil, which was out in 2015, it came out then. And also he's just continued to kind of take on this storm of music. And obviously his first album, What Do You Think About the Car, came out in July.
And his new single is out right now. It's Why Do You Feel So Down, and it's absolutely huge.
It's amazing. And now our lovely music guru, Matt, here at Smoke, spoke to Declan a little bit earlier on about his new single and tour.
The Student Radio Chart Show.
So you're on a huge UK tour at the moment. Has it picked up again now the album's actually out?
Yeah, it's been great. I don't know, it's been a bit of a whirlwind the last couple of months, sort of going through the motions with the album and touring it and everything. The reaction's just been amazing.
Yeah, because it seems like people have been waiting ages to hear the album, because you first emerged in 2015. A lot of what you played back in 2016 came up on the album. So how long have you been sitting on this?
Well, it was finished the end of last year, really, in terms of the recordings of the songs. So I was sitting on it for half a year, but a lot of the songs I'd written when I was 16 years old. So I'd had them written and ready, and 2 years before I ever got round to recording or releasing any of them. So it was quite a long time coming for me, as well as anyone else, just kind of waiting for the right point for it. And it kind of took a long time, but I was really happy with how it all sort of turned out.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but does that mean there's already work being done for number 2?
Yeah. I mean, I've been working on the new second album for last year, really, writing-wise. I haven't got around to recording anything, and there's not too much finished, but I'm definitely on the right track, I think. I think I've changed a lot as a songwriter. I've learned a lot about what I like writing and what I want to do, so I think, there's a lot going into it, and it's going to be very different, but I'm looking forward to kind of really cracking down with it once I've finished this tour.
So what kind of stuff are you wanting to go into? Because the newer songs on the first album seem to be more like ballads and more pop inspired, so is it more of that stuff?
Yeah, weirdly enough, although it's sort of the scene that's embraced me, is kind of moving away from indie as a genre and in terms of an influence, just because I love a lot of pop, a lot of classic pop. It's going to be quite, I know it's quite a generic term, but 70s inspired in terms of 70s pop and 70s psych rock as well, into the classic pop realm, which is what I was doing, I think, with songs like Make Me Your Queen and Humongous, moving in that sort of direction, really, but staying true to, I guess, what I once was.
I mean, that's on display on the new single, Why Do You Feel So Down? What made you pick that as the newest one? I saw you describe it as basically sad music you can dance to.
Well, I think it's just a big part of music is both party and reflection, and that's kind of what that song does both of and encompasses. And I think, although it's probably definitely quite far on the poppy side, it has a kind of looseness to it, and almost I don't really care sort of sound to it, which kind of sums up, I guess, the sort of feelings that went into the writing of it, and a sort of takiness of it all. And I love that, and I love that you can work with a pop sensibility, but also just kind of muck about a bit and make something like that. And that's kind of been a work ethic for me for the past 3-4 years. For
a relatively short career, I feel like you've had quite a few bizarre moments. When you were talking about FIFA, you were a guest on Sky News at one point. When you resigned, you had, of course, a Twitter spat with Piers Morgan, customary.
Mm-hmm.
And Liam Gallagher reviewed Brazil as well last week.
I literally only heard that yesterday.
Yeah, we'll brush over his wrong opinion on the global smash hit. But what stands out as the strangest moments?
I think the Piers Morgan mini Twitter spat was pretty good, but maybe that was the weirdest one. Playing in the House of Commons, it was a bit bizarre. I sort of was like, do you want to do a little mini set in the House of Commons? And I was like, well, obviously, because when else am I going to get this chance? And it was kind of not really my side of Parliament that was in attendance, and it was a little bit, of a, should I say, opposition audience.
Like I say, the tour is underway and you're playing much bigger venues than the House of Commons. What's next? What are you hoping to tick off in 2018?
See if I can finish another album or release one. I don't really know what's going to happen with that, but I'm just hoping to kind of get as much done as possible over the next couple of months and see. Hopefully do a couple of festivals, a bit of touring and all of that stuff, and maybe take some time off as well. I don't know, explore a bit, see what happens. I don't really have much vision for what's going to happen, but I'm excited for it.
The Student Radio Chart Show. Number 15.
I can't speak and